Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, it is finals day. And now we have the gold team finals. Wow, nice break from Brad Hornshaw. All right, gold team finals that they have already started. They were very impatient. They wanted to get this underway. But what are these teams playing for? Each of these teams are guaranteed at least $2,955, but they want their piece of that $4,320. That's what they are fighting for. So this is a close to $1,400 match that they're playing for here. Good money to be had. So on this table in front of us, we have Brad and Susie. Over on the other table, Brent and Gavin. And I think that's Gavin at the table now. On the table in front of us now, we have Susie with Get Lucky. So the teams entering the battle arena. Lucky Shots consists of Brent Langley, Brad Hornshaw, Eric Ripito, like rip your toe right open. All right, got it. The team of Get Lucky is Mike Eklund, Gavin Roderick, Suzanne Bradley, known as Susie. I'm under instructions to call her Susie, not Suzanne. Oh, nice effort. Had a safety there. Brad just found the window. So Susie coming to the table with the cue stick that matches her hair, or the hair that matches her cue stick, one of the two. Oh, sending that 9 for a ride, taking a splash at the cash, trying to get some of that Tillamook cheddar. That does leave a nice shot at the 2 for Brad. That 5-7 looking a little tied up. So if he can get a nice angle on this 3, where when he shoots the 3 in, he can come back and break out that 7-5 and leave himself a shot on the 4 to the corner, that would be nice. Like right here, if he can shoot this with some left spin, spin into that 7-5, and then leave himself a shot to that 4 to the corner, that would be a nice little shot here.
Didn't these two play last night?
They did, and I didn't see who won over there.
I didn't either. I was busy filling out a score sheet.
Now that would be Brent.
That would look like Brent.
That's Brent got that from Lucky Shots.
Yes, it did.
So Lucky Shots drawing first blood.
That was a nice break by Eric over there, and he has no shot on the 2.
Yeah, Eric is playing Mike over there. Mike from Get Lucky. Good job, Platinum.
How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Nice shot, Brad. Is he going to bounce up and get him a shot on the 5?
It's a nice bank, but no love. Oh, man. Oh, so which team is on the A side? That would be Lucky Shots. Yeah, the team of Brad, Brent, and Eric. They are on the A side. Get Lucky. They must beat them twice if they want to win this tournament.
Raggy, I thought we had to talk about that.
Don't make us put you in a timeout, Raggy, rooting for the Ravens.
My Seahawks got beat up today. Their quarterback ran all over us.
It's okay. At least he isn't rooting for like Oakland or the 49ers or something like that.
49ers won today. They're 6-0. 9-0 was the score.
Oh, nice hit. He was trying to kick it safe. Didn't quite get the safety he was looking for, but he's left it tough. So nice job there, Brad. All right, brings Susie to the table. Oh, going for the old bank combo, and she makes it, drills
Where's the
it.
cue ball going?
All right, cut this 5 in and send that 9 for a ride. What a bank combination. What a shot.
I used to like one pocket kid. I'm kidding. You guys can root for whatever team you want. Just don't root against mine. Oh, no. I'm kidding. Every team's got to have at least one fan.
Oh, nice shot, Susie. Oh, perfect on the 8. Moves that 9 closer to the pocket. All right. This Susie came to play.
I thought San Diego had 2 teams.
I know nothing. Los Angeles has some teams, but not San Diego.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, nice out there, Susie. Starting with that bank combination and then following that up with a nice run out. Nice shooting there, Susie. Tying it up 1 apiece. In this championship race to 11, first set of a possible 2 sets. And that's going to bring Brad, will be racking. Gavin from Get Lucky will be breaking.
Eric and Mike, Brad and Gavin. Is that what we're looking at? Brent's coming up over there.
Oh, someone just won over there.
And that is Mike.
So Mike from Get Lucky got that other game over there, taking a 2-1 lead for his team.
Looks like they're busy doing some information gathering. They're getting some data.
So we're gonna step aside for a little bit. Summerfield Habner, Joel Peck will be sitting in.
Sweet.
So see you guys, and
I'll be back in a little while.
take it easy on the new guys.
This is Summerfield Habner and Joel Peck coming to you live from the 2019 Chinook Winds Western BCA Regional Championship. Brad Hornshaw at the table right now. He tried to play safe on that, man. That's a tricky one. And does so fairly successfully. All he's left is a bank here. This is a pretty tough cut in the side. It's there, but I don't think I'd look at that bank. Joel, what do you think?
Well, I believe you can make the bank, but to get the appropriate English to get down for a viable shot on the 7 is pretty tough. So, I mean, I tend to just roll this ball and kind of leave myself long up by the corner that he's shooting out of now. Gives me the highest percentage going into the side, and it gives me the best angle on the cut. He opted to go for the bank, which I tend to do quite a bit. Nice attempt, because look at that was for sure a makeable cut on the 7 there. And Get Lucky is coming from the bottom side. Looks like they took their first loss to, I believe, miscues. Brad stepping to the table. Taking
this 9 ball's going for a ride. I think he's got a pocket for the 5.
Yeah, can we go to the overhead and take a look?
Yes, we can. He looks dead straight for that combo, but the 5 does pass the 9. It's all about whether or not he wants to take a chance on the combo or try and play kind of a tricky shot to get. Do you think he's going to hit that 7 playing the 5?
But yeah, beyond that, I mean, if you can make the 5, are you able to get any type of control to get a shot on the 7? So I have a feeling that.
Looks like he's going to hit pretty close there.
Yeah, I think he's riding that 5-9. We could see a nice little safe too, just a 5 to the foot rail and just lock him up on the 9.
I like that shot.
Leaving a triple or a kick triple combination.
I tend to overrun that, but I think he's shooting.
Yeah, I mean, looking to get that 4th game to tie it at 2-2.
Brad Hornshaw's had a pretty good tournament. I know he played in the Elite 10 ball. Nice safe over there on the other side.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, he's lining up that combo.
Brent and Mike playing on the far table. Brent being a 531, Mike being a 5. What is that, Summer?
588.
588.
And let's see what he can pull here. Drills that ball. Wow. All right, Brad Hornshaw taking that one down.
Beautiful combination there.
Lucky Shots tying it up 2-2.
So a completely different strategy when it came to team structure, Fargo rate-wise. Brad, Brent, and Eric are coming in at 587, 531, and 418. Where Suzanne, Gavin, and Mike are coming in at 300, 616, and 588. Wow. So a much different spread, and we've seen that throughout the tournament.
Yes, we have.
Especially when you have a player that's of a lower rank that can really, stay on track and make some balls, play some shape, play smart. I mean, that's a huge asset on a team because you're able to bring in a much higher Fargo-rated player on the top side to even out that average.
And I mean, what we've seen a lot of is just less established players being that lower rated player because we've seen some really, really phenomenal play.
Yeah, I think that's happening more and more, and we're going to see less of that as people's robustness goes up.
Yeah.
I feel like in the earlier stages, when you're just kind of approaching that 200 robustness, you're able to kind of have less games in the system.
Mm-hmm.
And, not that you're seeing like misrepresented Fargos, but I think it's just kind of young. You're still developing.
It's Mike Eklund, you see, shooting that 5 ball right now. He's a 588, and he is playing against Brent. Brent is a 531, so he's got a pretty good advantage in this match.
Can we go to the overhead and see what kind of angle he has on the 6 ball?
No, because we're on the other table.
Oh,
meanwhile, we're back to table 1 where Suzanne is breaking against Eric.
Got it.
Looks like she's got a pretty good spread on the balls. It looks like there's no cue ball on the table, though.
Oh, and Mike hits a beautiful shot on that 6 that we just had a view of before he switched over. Just ran that 1, 2 rails, 3 rails back. And he has a great cut on the 7 ball, leading to a nice shot on the 8. We'll see if he can put these 3 balls together and get a Nice out.
So this is Eric Ripito.
Yep,
Is that right?
that's what he said, Ripito.
Ripito stepping back to the table, coming at a 418. And I tell you what, I've seen this guy shoot in the green room, and he shoots good. He's got a couple interesting cues that he plays with. And shoot a nice little nip draw stroke here for the 2. Looks like he left himself nice and straight.
Mike Eklund making that 7 ball that I was talking about. He's got a really great shot on the 8 to get transition back to the 9. Looking like a pretty high percentage out here.
And Eric overrolling that 3 ball just a little bit. He's still got a shot on that side, but it's not a shot I really want to be taking.
Hits it great, nice and firm. Stroke that ball, gets over for a beautiful angle on the 9. Looking to make it 3-2 in favor of Get Lucky.
Go.
3-2. Get Lucky picks up another game.
Mike pulling that one down.
Looks
Next
like
up.
Brent Langley's going to be breaking against Suzanne, correct?
Nope, Brad.
Oh yeah, Brad going to be breaking against Mike.
Mike's racking for Brad.
Nice. So just right back up, right? Same table. I like when that happens. You don't have to move or anything.
Totally. So Suzanne at the table. She's got a long 3 ball here. It looks like, can't really tell. Let's go to the overhead and see. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really have a pocket for that 3 ball. She can't back cut it. I think you're probably going to see her either try to combo that 8 or play safe.
Man.
I kind of like thinning off the 3 ball, knowing that it's going to bank behind the 8 ball and coming back up table.
She
It's a
two
tricky
railing
shot.
this on the side?
What's that?
She 2 railing this on the side?
Whoa, think so. She could see the ball, right?
Yeah, but it looked like she was 2 railing that on the side. I think it was because that would be moving her down towards the 4.
Yeah.
So I think she was playing the bigger picture there, not just looking for the make and deal with it, but looking for the out.
Well, she didn't have a make anywhere.
I think like
Yeah,
you were
with
saying
that
that
8, that's
if
tough.
she might have had enough to either combination the 3-8, maybe she could have hit a crossface bank on the 3 to the corner, and then that would have also given her travel down to the 4. Brad laying down a nice break on the other table. Great shot on the 1 with the transition to the 2.
That leaves Eric pretty good out here. Looks like he's probably going to try and hit that gap between the 6-9 for the 4. It's pretty close. I think he's got a cut on it. Yeah, he can definitely see it.
I think he left himself a good angle getting from the 4 to the 5. Oh, a little firm, but it's still a good
Right.
angle.
Yep. Yeah, the unfortunate part about this is that you can't really hold the 5 ball, hold for the 6, so
I think
probably
he's,
going to have to push through, but
think
are
he's-
you worried about clipping that 9 ball?
I think he's going to intentionally clip the 9 ball. I think he's going to hit it with a little bit softer of a stroke. Just kind of ease that 5 ball in the lower left corner and then just bump right into that 9 ball. Hoping to kind of shift towards the 7. Oh,
Oh, man.
just a hair off.
It's the hard part about nudging balls.
Well, this is no easy shot here.
No, it's not.
On the foot rail.
I don't even see a 2-railer here. I think she's probably cutting this ball in the upper right-hand corner. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
drifting back across table nice and easy. You want to make sure you don't get behind the 7 ball.
So how are you going to drift? You're going to go 1 rail, 2 rail, and then out towards the center to leave a shot on the 6?
I think the smartest thing is to go a couple rails, but it looks like she carried that quite a bit. So just topspin there, hitting the ball that thin is going to take you quite a ways down table. She left Eric in a tricky situation here also. So Eric, I don't think has a window to make that 5.
I think that 5 goes all day.
He may.
Yeah, I think that's a straight in shot. We're going to see how he cues up. Be nice to see just a center ball hit. Firm, basically stopping that ball.
Oh, man, barely misses that ball. All right, turns it back over, and Suzanne with a great chance here.
Yeah, how are you playing this? Are you playing one rail down towards the spot and then playing the 6 in that right side? Or are you going to take the right?
I'd like to take it in the corner.
Got it.
It looks like she was trying to draw around it. I think kind of got a little lucky nudging that 7 ball and sticking it still with a shot on the 6. Got a bank here. I think she's probably going to come around to about where she is now. Maybe a little lower on the table. Take that 7. A little bit lower. Oh, does she get safe? I think she hit that ball.
Yeah, heck of a roll there. Good speed. I don't know if I could see the edge of that 6. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to guess here.
Man, if he,
that side pocket's pretty huge.
If he does,
that 6 ball there.
Yeah, if he does, I could see him going right into the point.
Yeah, it's not an easy decision.
And that 8 ball is really kind of closing that lane for that 1 rail kick up to the head rail. Are we going to see a 2-railer?
I don't think so. He looks like he's lining up right at it.
Just open it up with left.
Oh, there we go. Kicking at it.
Nice.
Gets a great hit and gets a pretty good roll there. Yes, is a tricky cut up the rail if you choose to go that way. It's also a tricky bank shot. I kind of like playing the 2-railer here and drawing back behind the 7 ball, so I have a shot on the 7 and hiding from the 6. Trying to play that bank pocket speed.
Totally. At this point in time, I'm playing safe. I'm trying to get left down behind this 9 ball.
Just all safe.
Just playing separation with the 6.
Goes for the cut. Oh, man, and I thought she was going to get a glance off that 8 ball.
Well, he's got a tough look at it here. Ball's sitting in front of the pocket, and you never play safe in front of the pocket, right, Summer?
No, I've heard that.
Words of wisdom passed down to us as the guy just drills the kick.
Yeah, I keep saying them. Maybe they'll sink in at some point.
Brad Hornshaw with a great shot on the 8 to get to the 9 here. Looking to get out.
All right, yeah, tough decision here for Eric. But he can catch the backside of the 6 ball both places. This is going to be a close hit. I hope she's watching. Oh,
nice.
Man.
Gets
Great
a
shot.
big old piece of it.
He almost pocketed that ball.
Brad getting a little touchy. Ended up bumping the 9 and leaving himself a off-angle cut.
Yeah. Let's check that out for a minute. He definitely has a back cut here. Are you cutting that ball? It's hard to tell from here. It's got a little more room between the cue ball and the 9 ball than it looks like on the screen.
Every time I go for that cut to the lower right-hand corner, I have to either spin the heck out of it or really hit the ball pretty firm, and I end up going 2 rails and scratching in that corner that he's standing over right now. And then when I underdo it because I'm afraid of a scratch, I just don't make the ball. So I tend to bank just because I feel like that's the highest percentage for me.
Where do you like this bank?
I'll bank it to the opposite corner that he's standing on right now, so his right hand.
And are you shooting this a nice crisp stroke, or are you trying to...
No, I'm going to roll this in. Trying to contain that cue ball down here.
Yeah. See what he chooses to do. Looks like the line is going. He's got to throw that a little bit.
2 rails.
The bank. Nope. Falling a little bit wide.
Ouch.
Looks like he's going to give that one back. All right. Meanwhile, back to Suzanne's game.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity there.
She's kicking here against Eric. Looks like he's played a good save. Ooh, caught it on the backside, but doesn't get to a rail after that.
Mike getting that game. means Suzanne will be racking for Brent once she's done with this game at hand, correct?
Yes. Takes Get Lucky to a 4-2 lead. Eric's looking pretty good here. This is end-to-end to end shots, but everything right by a pocket. Take this 7-ball nice and easy. Don't force anything.
That works great.
Yep.
Made that ball, leaves himself a nice look at the 8, and that 9-ball is makeable from
anywhere on the table.
3/4 of the table, yeah.
Yeah. Great shot. Nice and smooth.
Yep. Going to work, taking care of business.
That will bring it to...
Eric Ripito would bring it to 3.
3-4.
So we'll have Gavin racking for Eric. That matchup is Gavin at a 6-16 versus Eric at a 4-18, correct?
Yep. So got a little mismatch going there.
Yeah, about 200 Fargo points.
Wow.
But in a vacuum, this is an isolated single game.
Single game, exactly.
Like a single game of 9-ball.
I've never gotten to see Gavin shoot either. I've heard a lot about him as a player. I know during the Northwest Cup, we were exploring a bunch of different options, and he was one of the good options to play with us. So I'm excited to see this game. Looks like he racked him strong. Let's see how Eric breaks him.
Brent laying down a big break, leaving himself a little bit of a harder cut on the 1 near the head rail, but completely doable. Unfortunately, the 2 is kind of married to the 7-ball. We'll see if he's going to play up and back and then maybe play a combination. Gets a bad roll off the 9. Nice kick there. Kick safe. Suzanne stepping to the table. She's got her work cut out for her.
All right, let's see. Let's see how Gavin's looking here. He's got a pretty good layout. Unfortunately, not a good shot on the 1 ball. He's going to push.
So rolls out.
He's a long shot here.
Straight in. And do you have to play all the way down by that corner pocket to leave yourself on a shot on the 2? Or do you have to get back?
I can't tell if he's got a little angle to pop out.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to draw back just because of how big that 5-ball is.
We're kind of talking about mismatches and how you play the push shot. And I was asking Kevin if he considers a player's ability when he's shooting his pushes. And he said, well, absolutely. I mean, you have to. So in this situation, I think that he's kind of tempting Eric to take a shot that he doesn't think he's confident he can get out of this rack. Oh, man, and Eric hit it good.
Man, unjust.
That is such a brutal scratch.
Hurts.
He pushed straight through that ball, was getting himself back into a great position on the table. And Gavin, fortunate to get back to the table on this one. He's got ball in hand. Still got to deal with that 4-6, which is no fun, but...
To answer your question, Skip, yes, Stan's team did win platinum just prior to this match. Thanks, Jesse. We appreciate the vote of confidence. Still just kind of trying to find a rhythm between the two of us and learn all this cool stuff.
Yep. Working it out.
Thanks for having some patience with us.
I think he was trying to hit that ball. Oh, man, and instead play safe on himself. I don't know. Oh, he clipped that 5-ball. Got a good hit anyway, but that's still going to be a foul. All right, giving Eric ball in hand here.
That was Brent. Or that was Brent taking the loss.
All right, Brad and Suzanne over there. And Eric figuring out what he's going to do about that 4-ball. It's not an easy situation. It's like he's going to try and play into those 2 balls. So, I don't know. I'd kind of be hoping to just clip this 6-ball and continue to travel up table, moving the 6 out of the way and leave myself a shot on the 4. Take a big swing at it.
Got that clip you were talking about?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful breakout. I mean, look at this. Shot on the 3.
Yep, unfortunately not able to pocket that ball. 3 was the one he was shooting.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a long one. I think he has a window, though. That shoots through. I don't know if you can see enough of the ball to pocket it. It's right on that rail, too. I do think that's what he's attempting. Looks like he's swerving the ball a little bit. Not able to pocket that one.
Yeah, that was a lot of blue to hit a swerve shot.
For sure.
Trying to adjust that curve as it's going in to just open up at the right time.
And he needed a late curve. So, I mean, you can't shoot a swerve that's going to swerve early on because that's not enough of a line adjustment. You need to wait until you get around that other ball, which makes it even trickier.
So how are you approaching here? Are you just cutting to this side pocket, running up table, and then coming back down to shoot the 4 in that lower right corner?
Just nice and I think I'm going end to end here. But again, it looks like you got a long ways to travel, but that ball's going to travel so fast, so nice and easy. Gets around the 5-ball. That rolled funky. Great shot.
Can we go to overhead and see if that 5 passes the 7?
Looks like it does.
So then do you play that 5 pass the 7 to that corner?
I think so. I think he may consider drawing back to take the 5 in the side, but I like what you're talking about, taking the 5 in that upper left-hand corner. It's exactly what he's thinking.
Now here to get from the 5 to the 6, are you going to potentially roll this ball and head towards that side pocket? Or are you going to put some stroke on it to know that you're avoiding that scratch line?
I just like rolling it. I don't think he's drifting over that way. I think he's straight enough that he puts a little bit of topspin on, rolls this ball.
So
he's going to be looking good on the 6. He doesn't want to be shooting over the 7.
So you think he's traveling more towards the 7 itself or in between the, 7, 9?
Oh, man. A little too much strength. He's going to the jump cue. And, oh, man, barely doesn't get over that 9.
Brad.
Unfortunately, giving up ball in hand here.
Brad looking at a pretty tough table over here. Ball in hand, but has his work cut out for him.
Gavin, on the other hand, looking in a really good position to take this to 6-3. Ball in hand with 4 balls. Gavin is a 6-16, playing out of Get Lucky, and that's over in the Bend Redmond area. Nice shot.
I think
maybe overdrew that a little bit.
Get Lucky might just be their name. It looks like their shirts say Mountain's Edge.
Oh, Mountain's Edge.
Yeah.
And I've heard about Mountain's Edge. I've never been. Have you?
I think that might be the one that's by the Goodwill. I've never stopped in there, but don't quote me. I know that I've played at the a couple other bars that have pool tables there in town.
Gotcha. Oh, man, and it was tracking right at that corner, but Gavin taking that one down, going up to 6-3.
Well, they're mounting a strong first set here, looking to get it to a true double elimination final. What a treat we have unfolding before us. Last match of the tournament.
Yeah.
2019 Western BCA 9-ball championships. We have the Gold Division team finals.
So, and Lucky Shots got the, they got the point, yeah?
Yes, Lucky Shots has the point. Get Lucky looking to double dip them.
Well, it's looking good for Get Lucky right now. Brad Hornshaw with a tricky shot here, playing the combo. Unfortunately, it doesn't fall for him, but he does get safe. Playing a nice two-way shot.
Yeah. Can we go to the overhead and see what type of clearance we have on the 7-ball?
Unfortunately, we can't.
Oh, yeah, I keep on doing that.
Yep. Just the one view on that table.
You're like, yeah, unfortunately, we can't. Again.
And getting ready for Gavin and Brent on the other table. Well, Suzanne and Brad, that's what we're watching on this. This is table 2. I guess we can call them 10 and 9. They're on table 10. Suzanne in a tricky spot here. We have seen her try a 2-rail already, though, so let's see if she can make this one. Oh, it looks good. Oh, barely missing that ball.
Oh, man, it looks like they might be upgrading
All right, going back to the feature table here.
Mountain's Edge to Diamonds. It is the one by the Goodwill. I've never stopped in there, but I've driven by it a bunch of times. I always go to the Goodwill there.
Nice. Well, an excellent break there by Gavin. Pocketing the 1 ball, unfortunately. I don't know. Having a little discussion, trying to decide whether or not Suzanne is on 2 on table number 10. Meanwhile, Gavin, kind of a tricky spot. It looks like he pocketed the 2, but doesn't have a terrific pocket for the 3 ball. He's going to have to cut this to the upper right-hand corner or play safe, and it looks like he's played safe beautifully.
Did you say the question is whether she was on 2?
Uh-huh.
This is the 2nd ball in hand in sequence that he's had, so.
So definitely.
Yeah, because he shot the 3 to the other side.
All right, so we're looking at a potential 3 foul here on the other table. Let's see what happens. It looks like she's going single rail, so that is going to be a loss of game. Oh, heartbreaker. It's a hard way to lose. All right, so Brad taking it to 6-4. Ooh, Gavin trying that 9 ball.
Gavin with a nice swing at it.
I don't blame him for trying. Unfortunately, that might not work out well for him. There's only 5 balls left on the table, and that 9 ball's hanging right in the jaws.
Brent taking no time. He addressed the table. He had his plan already in his mind. Yep. I like playing a player that's active while I'm playing. They're basically putting themselves in my shoes, seeing what the run out would be. If I turn over the table, they already know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's really just based off of how I leave the cue ball.
And drills it. Oh,
nice combination there.
What a shot.
So.
Sorry, I switched camera views there. I was just trying to see, I was trying to get a better look at that from the top.
So Brent taking down Gavin.
Brent taking down Gavin. Mounting a comeback here.
Yeah, Mike breaking. Mike breaking against Eric on the table 10.
Yeah.
And then Brad breaking against Gavin because we've entered the alternate break.
Oh, that makes sense.
What is that? The alternate break round? Round within the set?
Yeah.
All right.
This is the 5th round of 3, and then they finish up with a round of 2. So this in a race to 9. And an excellent break over there. Looks like. Yep. Mike is getting back to the table and shooting the 1 ball. Doesn't have a pocket for it, and we're going to go back to our feature table, table 9. And this is Brad breaking on Gavin. This should be a really good matchup. Trying to keep a couple balls on the table. He only broke 4 that time. And boy, oh boy, he's looking great on this 3-ball. Gotta think he's the favorite to get out here.
Choosing to use the AccuRack. That's the first AccuRack I've seen at this tournament so far.
Really? I've seen a few.
Yeah, none of my opponents were using it. And that's more of like a cloth base, kind of like a linen. And that was required last year at the Derby City Classic.
Have you vacuumed your shot?
I haven't. Mine's been pretty good shape just because I haven't been leaving it out. Summerfield and I have been practicing our 9-ball in the spot breaks using the AccuRack, trying to get ready for our what would that be, our inaugural? No.
Inaugural, yeah.
Inaugural trip to Derby City Classic here in January.
How would you say that break practice has been going?
Looks like we need to take a
maybe
lesson.
back to the drawing board.
Yeah, maybe watch some videos.
Need JD to come down. All right, Brad Hornshaw looking great. This is first shot off the break, 5 balls left.
What do you think, 2 rails?
I like winding around the 9, but this is the only problem. Oh, he hit it short enough. That's great.
What an amazing shot. Had that speed down.
Easy to overroll that and get behind the 9-ball.
Yeah, Summerfield knows all about that.
Yes, I do.
That's my Scotch partner.
So are you saying you're aware of that shot because I screw it up all the time? That's interesting.
I had to learn how to kick. I thank you.
No. Molly Oliver trying to tell us what the score is, but I don't think she's... Oh, she's totally... Nope, she's not.
Well,
Not this time.
it's okay. Hey, we take all types of guidance that we can get. Thanks, Molly. All hands.
We'll take
on
that into
deck.
consideration. All right. And Brad still at the table here. It looks like he overran that a little bit.
Can we go overhead and see what type of tangent he has?
Is that the type of hat he's wearing? It's a tangent hat?
A tangent.
Tangent. Okay. I think he's got an easy back cut line to get back for the 7.
Well, I'm glad you think it's an easy back cut.
You don't like it?
Oh, I would not be wanting to shoot that in this position now. I mean, if I have to, I will, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be gambling on it.
Well, these players are gambling on it.
They got
right
everything.
now.
You know what I'm doing? I'm playing through that ball with right, and I'm going to play safe behind the 7. But
I like that shot.
that's just because I'm a chicken.
I probably shouldn't be making chicken noises
Someone
here.
opening up the
mid-match.
barn door. Unless you want me to start making my sheep noises. Look at that shot.
Oh, he totally did. That's a great shot. We've seen some really strong safety play out of him so far. Speaking of gambling on stuff, 9-ball teams. This is our gold division teams, and these players are playing for a first prize of $4,300. Second prize of $2,955.
It's a big difference there. This is a huge set.
This is a $1,300 match.
Drilling the.
This is the biggest money payout in the entire tournament.
Here we are. Feature fight.
There were 81 teams involved in this fight, which is there were 61 in platinum, 48 in silver, and 20 in bronze. $4,300. This is huge.
Brad with a nice 2-ball out here, ball in hand, deciding to go exactly how he wants it to go. I was going to say, leaving himself quite a bit of angle there. I think I would have taken some off of that.
I don't think I even would have gone to the rail. I'm afraid of the rail. He's looking great, though. He's got this one.
And that tangent line is right on that scratch line.
Think he's going to draw out of it? Yeah.
I hope he's going to do
Just a
something.
little nipper.
Nice.
Little nip and slip. Nice one. All right, Brad taking that one down.
Somerville with the N-word.
Nip shot.
I'm not taking responsibility on this. I'm already on notice.
You are ridiculous. All right, we're going back to table 9. Nope, table 10. Where Mike is shooting the 5 ball, hoping to take down this game against Eric.
Nice foundation with the bridge there. Didn't look uneasy at all. Not his first rodeo.
He's going to go up and back or just draw this over?
I'm going up and back. I think it has a bigger window. I have a tendency to draw and get a funky angle and leave myself flat.
Yeah, I think end-to-end is a lot more predictable.
I'd rather be rolling out, leave myself longer, but better angle.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, he's looking good here.
Are you going 2 rails here? Or are you going 3 rails here? Or are you just going to ease it out and leave yourself the longer 8?
I don't think if I'm going 3 rails, I'm going 3 rails to go around the 8 ball. And I don't think I would shoot that shot. I think I'd rather go side to side with draw. He just eases up. That's a good shot.
Nothing wrong with that.
And we're waiting on table 9, so we're going to continue through for the rest of this
Can we
rack
go to the
for
side
sure.
angle?
Unfortunately, we can't on this table, Joel. We just have the one camera.
All I'm doing is looking at the monitors instead of the tables.
That's hilarious.
I'm on 3.
You've been warned.
No, 3 foul. You got me. Gave up a game there.
All right.
1 clam to you.
I don't know what our...
Oh, no, and it didn't pay out.
Man.
And that was we know that was a totally makeable cut for him.
Yeah.
I think that was just the pressure. That's
Yeah,
a
for sure.
huge game. What's the difference? Where does that take us?
Right now we're at 6-6.
So that brings you up 7-6 in a race to 11.
Every game. No, it's a race to 9.
11.
Well, that's written incorrectly.
Okay, well, let's update that.
These guys are going to 9.
No, or is this the wrong piece of paper? Are you sure? What does it say on gold?
Gold is a race to... I don't know. We should definitely find that out, though. I mean...
I'll see if I can do it. Oh, okay. Well, Eric taking that game.
Eric gets it.
Let's
That's
go
a
ahead and
big
log.
upset.
Let's go ahead and log that in.
So they took down that whole last set.
Yeah, it's 11 here. Look at because they beat McCarthyism 11-10.
I mean, did we write this or did they?
I wrote that.
Okay. Maybe we should get there.
Different paper. I guess there's different papers. Here we go. There we go. Yep, race to 11.
All right.
We're good.
We are good. So, right now we're coming back. It's good to know it's a race to 11. For sure that changes things. Got a little more time there. Brent will be racking for Mike. No, I guess. Brent, yep, Brent's going to be racking. Where are we at?
Let's just go to this paper. This one's much better.
Yeah, but all the scores there.
Combined information. We have a conglomeration of score sheets back here. Kind of trying to scrap it together. Brent laying down a nice break there. I think you can see the edge of that 1 ball. Maybe playing a combination into that 3. I think he has enough of it to just go off the 1 into the 3-5. Well, that answers that question. Oh, a twofer.
Twofer. Drills it.
Nice.
And on the other table, we have Eric breaking against Susie.
Brent shoots with authority. I mean, look at the way he addresses the table. He steps up. He is all business.
This is Mike, right?
Mike, who? This is
On this table here?
This is Brent Langley. And then that right there is Eric Ripto.
Brent is playing Mike. Excellent.
Got it.
Brent does address the table like that. I totally agree. Sorry, I'm getting my bearings down, changing the sheets. He just fired that bank.
Well, leaves a return bank.
Yes, he does.
Pretty close to the rail here.
It is Sunday. Do the banks stay open here on Sundays?
I guess it depends. ATM transactions? Are you banking with
I think this is-
PayPal or Zelle? Or maybe a little bit of Venmo action?
I do Venmo. This bank is similar to an ATM transaction. If you remember your PIN, you should drop this ball right in there. Great. Oh, no. Oh, man. He drilled the shot and followed in with the cue ball. That is a tough miss for Mike. Brent stepping back to the table with a 3-ball out and hoping to make an 8-6 lead. He does look good.
Meanwhile,
the 6-7 is tricky.
Meanwhile, we have Suzanne looking at a tough table here. It's hard to tell the angle on the 2-ball, but I could see it's safe. Must have gone. Goes for the cut. Just a little bit off angle. Eric stepping up.
Oh, no. Man, and Brent missed that 6-ball. He was so wanting to get perfect on that 7. Just sacrifice the shot making. It's so easy to do in those situations where you're just used to pocketing balls and you just shift your focus to making sure you get it right. And that is not an easy transition from the 6-7. Let's see. I'm not sure how to play this. Looks like he's running around with inside.
Rail first.
Think so. Yep.
Beautiful line.
Man, great shot. Giving himself plenty of angle to pocket that 7-ball.
Nice shot, Mike. That was crucial.
It's just going to wrap around for a great shot on that 9.
You're going to wrap around? I'm playing through the ball and then coming back to the rail that he's on to play the 9 on the side.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not wrapping around. I'm coming back behind. He's just laying up and taking it in the side, which I also think is a really smart shot.
Nice.
Man, big win for Mike there if he can pocket this ball. Oh. Gets it in there. All right. Mike bringing it back to even.
Getting Brent there. Eric going to work.
Eric and Susie, how are they doing here? This
Well,
is table 10.
He's in a little predicament here on this 4-ball. It's tough. Can we switch to that view? You got it? Nice. Way ahead of me. At least I'm not on 1.
Are we in the second game? Is that what's going on? And over here we have Brad racking for Mike. Mike to break. Pulling down a big W.
Oh my gosh, look at that cut. Amazing shot out of Eric.
Wow.
Let's see if he can do it again. I don't know if this one's any easier than the last one.
That's another thin one, and right by the side pocket. You got to have that in the back of your mind. He's going to push forward, though. He should be fine. Do you think he's considering baking that ball?
It's hard to tell from the angle that we have.
It's not an easy bank either.
I don't think any bank is an easy bank, but I guess we have different playing styles.
Well, I definitely don't think. I think any are easy. I look at ones that I should be able to make. But if I were a little less wily with the cue ball,
Oh,
I'd
it's
be a
a
little
2-9.
more predictable.
2-9 lineup here.
Yeah, it looks like it does. That is a cue ball by the 3, right?
Oh,
Oh, man. Yep, you might see a quick game over here.
well, Suzanne stepped under the table with a viable shot on the 5. Decent transition to the 6.
Yeah.
We'll see if she plays the 6 to the same pocket.
Keep your eyes on that 9 ball.
Oh no, just off. Ball in hand to Eric. I'd like to compliment Suzanne on her composure within this match. I mean, I can't imagine having been in this situation when I was a 300 rated Fargo. I mean,
Holy cow. Totally.
I can't imagine being in this situation currently.
It's a huge win for Mike there.
I'd be in and out of the bathroom, wiping my face off.
Oh,
I
totally.
need to go get water.
This is over $1,000 match. I can't believe the money that's in this. $4,300 versus $2,955.
Doing my imaginary speed jump rope, just trying to get my heart rate going.
I love the jump rope.
Like
Cracks me up.
15th Street Grill, I'm out there just doing double jumps by myself. People are like, what the heck are you doing? Got my Mike Tyson going on.
All right, and on this table, we are waiting to see Brent racking for Susie here. And it looks like they're holding up because Susie's playing on that other table.
Do we know, is it Susie or is it Suzanne?
Well, this was the one that they wrote, right?
Yes.
So I think it's more likely that they wrote the name she goes by than that we wrote it correctly.
Well, Suzanne, if it's not Susie, we apologize. On behalf of Railbirds.
On behalf of Joel Peck and Railbirds TV, he apologizes. I totally do too.
What were you doing the other night? Scotty and what was the other one?
I don't remember. Scotty was definitely a thing. And it's an easy transition. Just watch out for that corner pocket and make sure you make the ball.
Well, if you're going to miss it, that's how you miss it. Man.
Oh, man.
So here we have full table transition. She's got a great angle on the 8 ball. Got to make the 8, get down for the 9, avoid all scratch possibilities.
Are you playing this with outside?
Oh my goodness, I'm trembling.
Again, you got to watch out for that corner.
Oh no,
it's a tough miss.
Yeah.
She was going pro side and trying to play it short.
Yeah, there was nothing easy about that at all.
No, that close to the rail, not at all. Eric showed us some excellent shot making ability. And this is a very makeable cut for him. Running it back around the table is not so easy.
Yeah, unfortunately, we only have the one view for that table, so a lot of times it's a smaller view in our window, a picture-in-picture, so we're not able to see it as well as we can table 9 to answer your question in the chat.
See,
so
I think he's running around 3.
So if you're watching that channel, you actually probably have a much better view of the game than we do, because we're looking at about a 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch picture.
Yeah.
You're probably on your 55-inch TV at home. So
I hope you are. I hope you guys are enjoying the streaming here on your 50 and 55-inch TV at home. Enjoying this fabulous action. Again, this is the last event of an incredible tournament, the 2019 Regional BCA Championship, the Western BCA. Oh, man. Oh, and this has been a tough fight for the 8-ball here.
Nice. Sherry confirming that we are race to 11, and it is Susie. So
it is Susie, and we are race to 11. Perfect.
Now I'm just the jerk calling her Suzanne. I take full.
You're just formal.
I take full responsibility. Joel the jerk.
The Jolk.
There's a movie named after me.
All right, Eric, let's see you get back down for this 9-ball. Do you like drawing this ball, or do you follow?
Oh, goodness.
Drawn, I'm afraid of coming back around. Played it nice and easy, leaving himself a long cut on that 9-ball. It's definitely makeable, but that's not an easy shot.
I think that brings something to think about, is that if you know that you're not on the scratch line, that you don't really need to lay it up like that because you're on a good line. So if he would have hit that a little bit firmer, he could have followed through that same 2 rails and given himself a much easier shot on the 9-ball.
Catching that 9-ball twice, but not able to deposit it.
But there's something scary about being very near the scratch line.
Totally.
And feeling like if I just roll this ball, it might not scratch.
I can do it. I can do it.
I tend to do that all the time.
Yeah.
As you've seen from my play, that I just roll the ball constantly.
Yeah. You're a great shot maker, and you have a lot of tools in your belt, and that's when you can do that, when you can lay up and know that, all right, I'm just committing to taking that harder shot on the next one to not risk giving up ball in hand. I think that's a smarter way to play.
Susie with a huge opportunity here.
Great chance to make this.
Looking to bring home this game.
She's back cutting this, isn't she? Speaking of scratch lines, she'll be fine, but oh, that's a scary one. All right. Eric getting one more chance at the table. Let's see if he can convert. So just to let you know, we are waiting to mark the score on the Mike and Brad match.
Eric getting that game.
Eric with a win, taking them to 8. And we are going to 8-8.
So what do we have? A race to 3?
That's exactly right. Holy cow.
Look, so each team member has has the opportunity right here.
Yep, everyone. They're
it's
all getting to the table.
A perfect race to 3. And what did you say the dollar amount was? Over 1,000?
Over 1,000.
What was
43.20 and 29.55.
When was the last time you played a race to 3 for over 1,000?
That's huge action.
1,000
awesome.
pennies.
Man, oh man. 1,000 pennies.
Standard bet.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Right. And we're back to
Brent already deep into his run. Look at this.
and just broke, barely missing that one. Man, oh man. He's probably glad it didn't go, though. He was looking rough on that 2-ball.
Yeah, I mean, but hitting that bank with that little bit of follow
Mm-hmm.
to come out on the rail, I feel like just lowers it that
For sure.
percentage by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Unless you're used to banking with follow, in which case, good for you. Commend you on that.
Totally. Come show me how to do it. Well, she pockets the one successfully, but leaves herself tough on that 2-ball. She can see it, but I can't tell how much of it she
I
can
think
see.
she's cutting.
To the lower right-hand corner?
Yep.
She's banking.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh. She almost drilled that ball.
The undefeated. We had a little spectator action asking us about who had the point and who was trying to come into the double dip. Just in case you're tuning in, Lucky Shots does have that power position of being undefeated so far.
Which means get lucky. If they manage to pull this one off, has to beat them in an entirely another set. Another race to 11.
Wow.
So they're really wanting to pull down.
I am always rooting for that underdog. I want to see more pool than less. So let's go get lucky.
Look at her bank the ball. Man, she's right there. Great try. And Brent getting back to the table. Playing this 3-ball. Looks like he left himself a good line on the 4. He's probably going to want to wrap around and take that 5-ball on the side. I don't think he's going to want to mess with any windows down there. And he got there. He ran a little bit short, but he's still looking good. Run around a few rails, look outside pocket. Oh, man, he's looking great. Nice shot. Brent trying to make this a 9-8 lead. I don't think he can hold this ball, though. There we go. Perfect shot.
Eric with a really nice cut on the other table. Off-angle back cut.
Brent's looking great here.
Well, that's, if the two of them can pull this off, that's 2/3 of the battle at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Wow.
Right. Drawing out of this, you putting a touch of inside on it to just go back and forth? What do you think?
I think I'm probably just going to go back and forth. I'd like to touch both side rails, pop out just enough to be straight on the 9. So I'm shooting this with just a little bit below center of the cue ball. Man, just like that. A nice straight line. Excellent control.
What a great shot, Brent.
And here we go, Brent trying to make a 9-8 lead.
Eric's still looking
Ooh.
very strong himself. Looking at a 3-ball out. We want to switch over. I lose one of my fouls because of that.
Oh, you get to take fouls back?
Joel back to even.
There's no unfouling.
All right, well, this is a huge transition.
Yep.
I like that the 9 is close to the spot because I feel it's much more obtainable. This is a good drill.
Eric taking his time on this.
8 being close to the head spot. Just
going spot to spot.
Just going spot to spot. How's he hit it, folks? How's he hit it? 9 in the side.
9 in the side. Probably overran it for what he wanted, but he's got a very makeable shot here on the 9 ball.
So do you shake it off when you know that you were intentionally trying to play to the corner, but you
Step
leave yourself
away.
a shot?
Totally. Walk around the table.
I envision that my opponent just turned the table over to me, and I'm stoked to be coming back to the table.
Totally. To be left this shot.
Yep, I gotta flush the prior plan out of my mind because all I have to do is make this 9 ball.
How do you mentally flush?
It's
Deep
not-
breaths, walk around the table, get a drink of water.
Yeah, usually drink of water, chalk up, take that lap, come back, and also just try and use the enthusiasm that I'm shooting. I mean,
Totally.
this momentum is in my favor.
I realize that that's one of my shifts from tournament play to like playing at the shop or gambling. I mean, if I get to this ball and I have the 9 there, I'm pumped. And in a turn, oh man, he tried the bank. And that's not an easy bank.
What a turn of events.
Fired that bank too.
I wonder if it was just a much harder angle than we were seeing.
It must have been. A lot of people are less comfortable with the side pockets too.
It's true.
This is a
Very-
huge shot
very
here for
true.
Gavin.
Oh,
Gavin successful in depositing that ball. 9-9. Why wouldn't it be? Let's see a hill.
well, we are in for a show, folks.
No kidding.
If you are not tuned into this match, be sure to check it out after the fact.
Susie right now racking for Brad, who'll be breaking, and Brent is going to be racking for Gavin.
This is day 9, correct, Summer?
Day 9.
All 9 days on the YouTube
Including
channel.
Fun Day, yeah. Should be. Oh, it's been so much fun to be out here. I've had a great time commentating with you. I haven't gotten enough sleep. I've gotten plenty of pool. Actually, this is probably the least pool I've ever played at one of these events.
What
How
a
about you?
bummer. We'll just
No,
keep, we'll just keep my
No bummer on my end. I've had a terrific time. I've been doing more of this and a little bit less pool playing. It was a bummer to play as little pool in the tournament itself as I did.
well,
but
that's what I was referring to.
yeah. He's just got a sledgehammer break, too. Doesn't even look like he's hitting the ball that hard. Controls the cue ball great. And again, making 3 balls on that break. Shot on the 1.
I would say if we're talking about a power meter on a 1 to 10, I mean, he's probably hitting that at maybe a 3, borderline 4.
Yeah. But Brad's a bigger guy, too. So I'm showing you the other table there of Gavin. Gavin's got a good spread. Let's go back to Brad on table 9.
Squatted that cue ball pretty nice.
Yeah. Gets that AccuRack out of there.
How's he going to transition to the 1 to the 2? He's going to have to avoid that 7-8 if he's cutting to that.
I think he's going to play between the 7-8, and I think he's got a pretty natural line to do it. I think if you just play top, a little bit of right on this, you're coming right through that gap. How about you?
Yeah, I'm definitely playing this 2 rails. I don't think I'm playing it necessarily super firm. I think I'm going to spin that ball. And I'm just hoping that even if I do bump that 8, that 2 ball is big enough that I'm going to have a shot.
See, get through that gap. Hopefully he stays down so we can see. Oh, gets through there, but where's he going to end up?
Yeah,
Got a little too through there.
it was a good line.
Yeah,
But that spin on that cut really distorts the actual shot itself.
for sure.
And that's a hard thing for me is to decide how much I'm going to pull off the shot, kind of to give, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much the spin is going to distort the shot.
How sure
and
you
I
are
have
that
to
that ball's going in.
Yeah, I have to decide what the breaking point is
Yeah.
because I can't sacrifice the cut for anything.
That totally makes sense. All right. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. Gavin's still at the table. Looks like he's kicking to make it 2-ball.
Nice kick there.
And Susie.
Getting up to that head rail. No one likes to be
tricky
right
shot
on the
around.
rail.
I can't tell if Susie can shoot. No, she's kicking at it. I thought she could see a little bit of that one. Whoa, man, great try for it. Susie missing that ball and giving Brad ball in hand, excuse me. And I believe the last time these two players played, Brad did 3-foul her. So we'll see if he's still got that in the back of his mind. With 6 balls on the table, though, I'm thinking about getting out.
Yeah, I wonder if it's stronger on his mind or stronger on her mind. Him knowing that he was able to accomplish the 3-foul in one of their earlier matchups and thinking, I can do this again.
Yeah.
Or her saying, you 3-fouled me before, but that's never going to happen again.
Well, I mean, you see the way she kicks. She kicks the ball good, barely missing a bunch of those hits. So.
And really close on her banks as well.
Uh-huh. You can tell that line's just there. It's just not perfected.
I have a feeling we're going to see quite a bit of success in Suzanne Bradley's future.
Absolutely.
Keep an eye on her and follow her at the CTS on
Looks like
demand.
he got himself a little straight here. I think he's just going to straight draw and not get to a rail. Pop back out for this 3-ball.
Nice control shot there.
Nice.
All right, well, here's a big one, Summer. Are you going to risk that with that inside that you like so much to try and stay below the side pocket? Or are you going to spin this out past the 8-ball and play
Oh, yeah, I would shoot this with inside. Spin back across and stay on the side of the side pocket.
Yeah, so you're staying on the foot side.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you're doing too?
Oh,
beauty.
Great shot.
Makes it look easy. It's got a pretty natural line here to pop out. Are you following this and taking the 8 in the lower right-hand corner?
I was watching Brent with this potential run. Fortunately, the 7 got the best of him.
He's got a few options here, and you definitely can't take this cut on the 7 for granted. You got to make sure you pocket that ball. The shape isn't completely natural, so you gotta make a decision and shoot it accordingly. I think he's gonna try to pop out and play the 8 down in that little right-hand corner.
Backing up and popping out a little bit towards between the 8 and 9.
It could be. I think.
Oh no,
man,
that was
nice
a
shot.
That was a really good shot. I like that style.
Perfect.
So is what you were talking about, but the exact opposite. It was just a little pop out with inside.
No, I was talking about popping out and going the other way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He played basically exactly the same shot, but the mirror image of it, right?
No, he just popped out to take it in the side instead of taking it in that other corner. I wanted to get around it also. I didn't want to draw back towards the side.
Oh, got it.
I know that he's not going to scratch there. I just have it in the back of my mind that pocket's right there.
Totally.
Man.
Using the whole pocket there.
Whole pocket, playing it a little too firm. Hold up, cue ball. No way.
Oh my goodness.
No way did it run all the way
What a turn
back.
of events.
Wow.
Susie getting us a big eye look saying, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm back.
I don't know what happened over
Back.
there. Shoot. Susie. Holy cow, drilling that ball. So that had to be Brent getting that other game.
Well,
we're at 10-10 right now. We're at Hill.
I don't know if it was a commentator's jinx to ask for a Hill, but what more could you ask for?
Yeah, no kidding.
Coming down to the absolute wire in the first set here.
All right, it looks like they're discussing over here. I'm going to find out.
Hopefully we can see a mirror image of this in the second set. Well, Summerfield getting it squared away there.
Nailing it. We got a huge win for Get Lucky.
Work it off.
Speak for yourself, buddy. Nailed it. I worked right through it.
I was speaking for
All
you.
right.
Stepping in on behalf of Summerfield Habner.
Man, huge win there. Susie winning, Gavin pulling his down, winning this one 11-9.
Let's not comment. Let's not talk about the score. We can only watch one table.
Yeah. Well,
By any chance, can we just get this down to one table?
so funny. They were very accommodating. They're like, yeah, play them all in here.
Well, they know what's
Totally.
going on, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad someone knows what's happening.
All right, so we're going to 2. We got one more set coming to you live here from Chinook Winds Casino and Resort here in Lincoln City, Oregon. We're going to take a little break here, so are these players. We'll be right back.
And here we are, racking up the first games of the second set in this true double elimination final for the gold divisions here at the 2019 Western BCA 9-Ball Championships. What a thriller in that last set. That is the type of pool I like to see. Fortunately, that was a tough scratch from Brad Hornshaw there at the end, but it got us to where we're at, and let's get this going. Susie looking for a strong break with a shot on the 1 ball, hopefully. Bring that one up towards that lower right-hand corner. It's hard to tell, but I don't think there's a line between that 7-4, so I could see a push out of Susie here. She has been kicking pretty well, so maybe a 1-rail kick, sending that 1 towards that upper left-hand corner. Nice push shot there. Not necessarily leaving an easy shot on the 1, which is a strong strategy for a lot of players playing the push option. Ideally, a player is trying to push out to a shot where your opponent will dislike it, in which case they're going to hand it back to you, and hopefully it's something that you are confident in. So that's exactly what happened. She pushed out, only left him a partial ball hit. So Brent decided, go ahead, Susie, let's see what you can do with it. Oh, ouch. Susie going for the bank. Brent laying down a pretty mean safe there. I just switched headsets, so I'm going to have to adjust to the volume here, if you just give me a moment. Give us a little bit of an overhead view and see what type of view we have on this 1 ball. Susie going for a beautiful 2-rail kick. Oh my gosh, and it just barely jaws. What an attempt. Great shot there. Brent stepping up with a full ball of the 1. Playing nice 2-rail shape out for the 2 ball. Looking to probably play 1-rail shape just to play that 3 in the lower left. Nice control shot there as far as speed. A little bit of speed to check, or a little bit of spin to check that speed. Might be just be playing nice 1-rail shape back up towards that 6-7 for the 4 up in the right-hand corner. Great line, nice and straight on that. Might be a little tough. I think he might just drift over with a little punch draw. over just past the 7 to play the 6 in this lower left. Nice execution there. Looks like he's got that cue ball on a string. Just a walk in the park. Probably going to see just a little roll forward, playing the 7 up to the upper right-hand corner. Gavin maintaining a nice run on table 10. Looking to get out on this 4-ball out. Beautiful cut to the side, good speed. It's hard to tell here. We could see a 1-rail shape just all the way down. I could see a 2-rail spin out to the right side of the table. Gavin getting that first game there, so going up 1-0 over Brad Hornshaw. Great shot from Brent there, leaving himself a nice shot in the side pocket. Tying it up at 1-1.
Sorry there, Joel. Sorry there, Real Birds viewers out there. Summerfield back in the booth. How's it going, everybody?
Looks
Joel?
Like, oh, good. We're at
This start okay?
Yeah, 2 really nice racks. We're at 1-1. Gavin's going to be racking for Brent, and Suzanne is going to be racking for Eric.
All right.
So just in case you're tuning in, we do have the second set of a true double elimination final here in the Golds division for the 2019 Western BCA 9-ball championships. It is a race to 11 format.
This is the biggest payout of the entire event. 81 teams, right?
I'm not quite sure. Here's the paper. Let's see what kind of dollar amount we have.
81 teams, $14,580 in total entry fees, almost $4,000 added. First place here, $4,320. Second place, $2,955. We're playing for over $1,000 here, over $1,300.
So a race to 11 for over $1,000.
That's huge. Really good action. Heck of a break here. And this is Brent against Gavin, yeah?
Yep. Brent
Brent
against
with a
Gavin.
sledgehammer, man.
And Suzanne against Eric. Just getting a little check-in from our referee here. Glad to see that they're still on staff, putting in the time for us. This has been a long tournament. A lot of players have been here since last Saturday.
Yeah. Brent did not even hesitate to fire that 9. Barely missed it, too. Hung the 1 in the pocket. Gavin's, unfortunately, for Brent, in a really good position here to run this out. There's a nice little stun inside shot. Getting back on the 2. Probably wishes he had a little more angle to get over that for that 4. I don't think he'll lay up and take the 4-7. He may have a little more angle than I imagine. Maybe not. He's going to take this combo. That's a pretty good amount of confidence. Drills it.
Great shot there. Coming out for nice shape.
And I kind of like running this straight back and taking the 5 in the side here. He's going to come to the other side here. Overrolls just a little bit. I think he's going to end up deciding to take that 5 in the side. Other side than I was looking at, but yeah, that's what he's looking at.
He's come around 3 rails to play the 6 up in that corner.
Ooh.
Look at that.
That'll do just fine. Unfortunately, he's left himself a little angle. I mean, he's going right at that 9 ball if he cuts this ball, and it's pretty tough to get the 6 ball there and not overrun this.
So are you going to see a kind of a big draw down through the foot spot of the table and then back up?
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Look outside pocket. Don't do it. Oh, man. No. Brutal. Well, Brent getting lucky to get back to this table. Second chance on this 9 ball.
Yeah, not just getting back to the table, getting ball in hand on the 9 ball. So that's a huge opportunity for Brent.
Beautiful. Taking that one down.
So Brent taking the win over Gavin with that unfortunate ball in hand late in the game. Who do we have up next on this table, Summerfield?
Up next is going to be Suzanne racking for Eric. Susie, right?
Oh, yeah, Susie.
Over here we have Mike and Eric playing. Eric's still at the table. You want to switch over to that line? There we go. That's Eric there shooting the 6 ball. Looks like he does have room to pass the 7. Oh, hold up.
Oh, just a hair too
Looking
firm.
like he's going to leave himself a bank on this 7 ball.
Yeah, he was banking the ball earlier. I mean, the cool thing about this bank is that it opens up towards that 8 ball. So if you hit this good, I think your natural 2-rail shape onto that 8 up in the upper left-hand corner.
You're saying bank it and run the cue ball across twice?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I tried to bank this and end up throwing it with right, and then I end up overrunning my cue ball. I like what you're saying, though.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Man, barely hung that ball up.
well, this is no easy shape to attain. That ball is deep in the jaws. Go ahead and go to the overview. Oh,
Wrong
gosh,
table.
darn it. I'm on one.
You're even driving it on one.
I'm on one. Going back to it, that ball is very deep. So to be able to hit that ball thin enough to avoid the scratch or hitting the point, but be able to come up table for the 8 ball
Oh, caught the 9 ball.
is not easy at all.
Yep.
Do you need to let me know when I'm on 2, Summerfield, or
I will need to warn you if I expect for a loss of game.
is that prior to my shot, or?
Prior to entering the commentating area.
Okay. What a shot.
Drills that ball, clip it.
Oh, man.
Clips it, but doesn't get a great kiss. And over here we got Eric breaking against Susie.
Mike stepping up.
Oh, they're going to wait on that one because Eric's still playing.
Yep.
You think he's banking this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, drills
Handling
it. What a
business.
shot.
So
That's huge. That takes us to 3-1.
nice.
And Susie racking for Eric, and we got Mike racking for Brad.
What is going on? I'm all over the place.
All right, we're working through it.
Yeah, don't mind us. Just keep track of the score yourself.
Eric breaking for Susie here.
It's a team effort here. We're going to go with it. Everyone just chime in with the
You
tally
got it right.
of what they think the score is. Well, what happened was they switched from home to away
Okay,
on the score sheet. So
That
now
makes sense.
everything is reversed.
Yep.
So
Perfect.
they were waiting to see the flip, and they're like, we're probably not going to change anything. And then the flip changed everything. So we were already struggling with the score. So
We saw exactly how important being home team is, so we kind of like being home team for different reasons, but I know it affected me. Home team, you're not rotating the order, so you're playing every 4th game, or every 3rd game, no matter what. And I really like that as opposed to being jostled in the order and not really knowing when you're up, who you're playing against.
well, this is not an easy opening shot on the 1 ball, but she's been kicking really strong. Do you
I
think
kind of like kicking this ball.
Are you going to kick off the head rail, or are you going to kick off the side rail?
I would like to kick off the head rail and kick the 1 between the I guess between the side pocket and the 7. No, she's kicking the other way.
And do you think she's doing this because she's hoping to get a shot on the 2 as opposed to just playing kick safe? Well, that was right on line. I mean, she just...
Brent, in the first frame, yeah.
Are we on track or are we messing up?
Molly Oliver is telling us the score is on 2-2, but we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Summerfield stepping out of the booth to clarify our scoring situation here. We have too many cooks in the kitchen and not enough experience. All right, and a late game adjustment here, going to 2-2. Updating the score and the score sheet. Relearning the names of the players as we speak. Let's just make it easier. Let's just jumble everyone up, redraw, change shirts.
Change teams, play some 8-ball.
Change shirts, change hats.
I like it. Now we're talking.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, that's the way to do it.
Like we said, 2-2 after 4 games. Susie playing Eric, and Susie once again kicking this ball. Did she get a good hit on the last one?
No, she was right on line, but just didn't have enough mustard on it. So.
Well, playing a tough cluster there.
Yeah, this could be a great opportunity here for...
This means Susie's on 2.
Whisper when you say that, Summerfield. We don't want anyone else to hear.
I think I did.
Susie's on 2. Susie, you're on 2.
Whoa, speaking of kicking. Looks like Mike just played a killer kick shot over there on the other table.
So what do you think? Is he looking at it? Is he going to take the 3-foul plan of attack?
I think I would make the 1 ball and get back on the right side of the 2 to play safe on the 2. I think you have a lot easier time utilizing that cluster if you're shooting on the 2 ball than the 1.
Man, I just have such a hard time getting from the 1 down to the 2. Oh, that was a great shot. Let's see if we can get the overhead on that.
Does she have an edge of that 1 ball?
Yeah, but it is thin, thin, thin.
Wow, I would be calling a ref here for sure. Susie does not want to get this 3rd foul. Did you see them communicate that she's on 2?
I wasn't looking over the screen.
Eric walking over to make sure. He's talking to the ref now. Probably seeing if he can. He's going to let her know.
Asking to watch the hit? Or?
That's a polite thing to do. When you're going to call a ref, you want to let your opponent know that, hey, I'm going to have a ref watch this. That way nobody's surprised by anything. He's taking a look at it. She's kind of still deciding. Well, she's down on it. Oh, man. Doesn't get the hit.
Yeah, nice swing.
And that's the 3rd foul and the loss of a game.
Well. So he's saying she's on 2 now, so that's where we keep our mouth shut.
Absolutely.
So
How are you going to play this one?
I am still just beside myself. I'm second guessing myself now.
Hilarious. I am beside myself. Kept thinning that ball and hoping to get underneath. Oh, does he get too far? Oh, man. No way. All right, well, a huge opportunity here for Susie.
Oh, whoa.
And a huge turn of events. I mean, she's got a combo on this 9 for sure. I don't want to do anything with that rack. If I have any chance to win this rack in a single shot, I'm taking it.
Nice shot.
Interesting
there.
shot. Nudging the 9 closer to the pocket, getting herself a good line to the 2 ball. Boy, Brad's looking good over there, too. He's 2 balls away from winning that game. She gonna thin? Oh, she's breaking that stuff up. Well, she definitely opened it up. And Eric coming back to the table. This is wide open. Are you staying on this side of the table? just rolling this 2-ball in there. He's in the pocket. He can jack up a little easier than if he was on the rail, but it's still a tough shot. Brad taking that one down. Going to 3-2.
And Brad's on lucky shots, correct?
Brad is on lucky shots, yep. Eric choosing to lay up on that 2-ball. Smart shot. Get your back up off the wall.
Yeah, this is a very makeable 3-ball cut. Do you think he's going to try and check it with a touch of inside to just go straight up and down through the
I really
spot
like
pretty
that.
much?
Yeah. Touching both foot and then head rail, coming back up for the 4.
I think that was the idea. Maybe hit it.
Plays it nice and easy.
Yeah.
He's still got a cut on that. Yeah, the bank's not really open there. 6-ball in the way. I think he's just going to try to thin cut this ball. Probably come across 1, 2, 3 rails to come back for the 5. Oh, no, he's trying the bank. Might get safe.
Interesting look at the 4 there. Pretty tight. I think we're going to see a little touch save. You think she's just going to try and cut that ball? I like going on the right edge of the 4-ball and locking up behind the 6.
Behind the 6.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that 6-ball firing right in there.
Well,
man, she looks pretty good here.
Yeah, she does. Wonder if she's going to draw off this 4 and move towards this lower left side.
I think that's what she wants to do. Oh, you said cut in the side? I would take that
drawing.
Just like that. Oh, just rolled forward a little too much.
Yeah.
She going to leave a window? I think so. Eric with a fortunate chance here to play that 4. Looks like he can cut in the side or play it all the way down in the corner. He might be blocked from the cut in the side. I like the corner shot here anyway.
And so when you shoot that corner shot, do you just look at the tangent line and decide that I am not on the scratch line and just flush it out of your mind once you've committed that
Totally.
it is not an option to scratch
Yep.
on? It's not there. Even
I
though
know that
it's
if I
close.
push through, yep. Just like if I don't hit the cue ball right, I'm not going to get to the right position.
Great
Yeah.
shot.
Totally.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I mean, he leaves himself a little longer, but he's got plenty of room to avoid that 7.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I mean,
I'm thinking about drawing that ball, and I'm like, oh, I can miss that 7. But
and even then, you're gonna
honestly,
have to hit that ball really clean to not bump that 7 if you're drawing.
he looks like he's going forward.
Yep.
He's choosing to hit the 7,
Just bumping right into it.
and that worked out really well. You got it.
You got it? What's the score then?
Yeah, it's updated.
Okay, so they're just waiting on this match
Mhm.
right here. Nice.
So like we're talking about here, Brad won that game against Mike, so they're up 3-2 right now, and they're waiting because Gavin is about to break against Eric, and Eric's in the
Going
middle
for
of
that,
the game.
going for that back bank, and that's not easy. You have to really commit to the cut on that back bank, or you're gonna have to throw that with that outside English for it to open up.
Totally. Yeah, it's crazy how much that angle just completely stops. Do you really commit to the cut?
Well, what I was going to say is that at this point in time, there has been so many hours played on these tables throughout the week that these balls have picked up a lot of chalk dust and like skin cells and just dust from the room in general, that these tables are playing quite a bit differently than when we came on Friday night.
You call that a sticky table?
Yeah, I think I would go grimy.
Mhm.
You know, I think it'd be one thing if throughout the tournament they were constantly trying to vacuum and keep covers on them or polish the sets,
Ooh.
but that's just unrealistic. It's not something
Man.
that they can accomplish. They're trying to maintain
Oh, for sure, 80 of these tables.
80 tables and all the people wanting to play on them nonstop.
Well, Eric finding a way to get through that window, it's not an easy one. And Susie getting ball in hand here.
Yeah, unfortunately, that 7 ball is in a pretty rough situation. So even with ball in hand, this is no gimme.
Yep.
How do you think you're playing it, Summer?
Well, I think Susie is going to try and just lay up here. I think she's not going to play it too hard, and I think she's going to take the 7 in that upper right-hand corner pocket. Now upper left-hand corner pocket.
Got it. So just pushing through that ball.
It looks like she was trying to get around it, but man, even getting around it gets you in trouble. You got such a narrow window to cut that 7 ball back.
Both ways. I mean, narrow this way on this side of the 8, and then getting way up table, you still are ending up pretty narrow. I think
It looks like she can see a piece of that.
Oh, look at this bank.
Tries for that bank shot.
What a shot.
Gets behind the 9 ball. I don't know if he can see enough to cut it in. I guess he's cutting a pretty thin piece to make that ball, so that might be makeable.
Yeah, that's thin, but it's doable. Eric stepping up to the table. He's taking a good look at that ball.
Taking another look at her there.
Yeah. I mean, being that thin, that's safe. If you try to just thin off that edge, you're moving towards that 8 ball, I feel like. And you're sending the 7 towards that lower corner pocket, so.
Yeah.
This is a rough situation.
And the last thing you want to do is clip the 9. Oh, gosh. Or go too thin. Man, that's a tough miss.
Let's take a look at this again, just because.
Oh, man, Railbird saying kick the 9 in, totally. I think that's what he was looking at, too, was going underneath it. Let's see if Susie sees the same thing.
So, I don't know if she can roll forward and play this top left corner.
No, they're talking about, is that 7-9 wide?
No, I'm talking about now with ball in hand.
Totally. But so far, we haven't really seen these players making multiple balls in sequence. I think the combo's a great option here.
Yep, she's lining up on it.
Can't really tell if it's right on line. She's wasting no time.
We're about to find out.
Drills that ball. Man,
Nice
what a
shot.
great shot. Big win for Susie there.
And she's with Get Lucky, correct?
Yep.
Bringing it to 3-3.
Yep.
Nice.
3-3 after 2 rounds, dead even. All right, Gavin is going to be breaking here against Eric, and Brad is racking for Susie, who will be breaking. Man, neck and neck. After going fake hill last time. Almost hill. We're at 3-3 early on. It's an exciting match.
Oh, we just had confirmation earlier in the rack. Remember when we were confused when we thought that, you know, he was approaching the ref about Susie being on 2?
Uh-huh.
The first one was a push.
First was a push.
And that's one thing that I'm noticing, that when we're up here, because we have headphones on, we can't hear
that
the audio.
totally.
So unless someone uses like a body movement push action like I do, like when I actually push my hand out and say I'm rolling out or I'm pushing, it's kind of hard to know when they're playing
even
a push.
then, we're not necessarily seeing both players. We're seeing the person at the table, but...
And which makes sense because remember how soft she kicked it, but she laid it right up on the 1 ball?
Yeah.
That was a great push.
Yeah.
What a shot. Just doing a little backtracking there, strategy-wise.
Switch over and watch Susie's break here, if we can. Number 3. She's got a good, solid break. Squatting that cue ball.
Heck yeah.
Terrific shot on the 1. I want to be looking at this rack every time. Back to table 9. Another great break, man.
Making that 1 ball.
Oh. That whole 5, 6, 7 situation's kind of weird, but this looks great. I think Gavin's going to get out.
Oh, how are you going to transition from the 2 to the 3?
Just like that.
Man, what a little touch shot. That was great. I like that.
I would have overhit it.
Now is this going to be an equally kind of just controlled touch shot? Yep, look at that. All right, well, let's see this 4 to the 5. Going to see a little bit bigger of a stroke, you think?
Yeah, because, I mean, he's got to make sure he stays away from that rail, just like that.
Nothing huge, just a little drag and draw right over.
Is he dead straight?
I don't think so. I think he's a little off angle. I think he could play that 5 ball.
Man, if he just drew
One
back
rail.
a little bit and played the 6 up, You think he's going to draw back one rail?
It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe we can see by his body language.
I'd want to be playing that 6 in that lower right-hand corner pocket.
I was thinking he's going to play through the 5. Yeah, like that.
Nice shot.
That's not an easy shot on the 6.
Yeah, I mean that
at this phase in the
long cut turns difficult real quick. Oh, playing in the side. Oh, no way.
Just touches the point going in.
And he didn't seem to hesitate either. He seemed very comfortable shooting that, just barely missed.
Well, Eric stepping up to the table with a decent-looking back cut down the rail. Unfortunately, he's pretty close to that tangent line into the scratch side pocket. What do you think, Summer?
Oh, yeah. If you don't stroke that ball, you're scratching.
Well, let's hope we see a nice stroke out of Eric.
What we've seen him shoot a lot is rolling forward and kind of sacrificing that next shot to try and make the ball. So I think if he pushes through this shot, hit this with a little top, he'll be just fine. I think he'll leave himself a long shot on the 7. But if he, yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. Oh, man, barely missing that ball. Is he going to leave a shot?
I didn't want to say anything, but when I tend to hit that ball with that top like you were talking about, it really throws off the cut for me.
Huh, I wonder what it is.
I don't know, maybe just I don't play as much top, I feel like. So having it be a little off angle and then throwing it with top, I'm just not used to it.
That makes sense. So he's just going to let that one go. Oh, he doesn't want to hit that ball. Because, yeah, he had 3/4 of a table to go. He just wanted to go around that 9 and back out, so he had a good look at the 7. He's still looking just fine.
Yeah, this is no gimme cut, though. I mean, that ball looks like it's a touch off the rail.
This is one where I kind of want to run up and back, too.
Inside on this? You're going to check it?
I want to do exactly that. Look at that shot.
Look at that. You see it go,
That's
and then
awesome.
come, and then go. Yeah, it's just like a little seesaw action almost.
Man, he hit that perfect. When he got back to the table, he was like, no way am I losing this one.
So that's 4-3 in favor of Get Lucky.
4-3, Get Lucky.
And that was Gavin with
Gavin
the win.
and Eric, yep.
Got it.
And so here we have Brent about to rack for Mike. How are things going on table 10?
Well, we're taking a look now. Brad Hornshaw looks like he's pretty deep behind this 8-ball.
Does look locked up.
Looking at 2-rail kick this 6 down in the lower left. Looks like he has an aiming system of some sort.
I think his 2-railer might be right in the side or in the corner pocket. Or he's just, is he picking the middle point?
I think he was doing something like an out of the pocket line.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I only 2-rail kick out of feeling in it. It's not usually a good feeling.
That's not a good feeling.
It tends to be more of a heartbreaker.
I mean, that 6-ball is a narrow ball right there. It's not even off the rail. Kicking and hitting this ball is great. Kicking and making this ball is phenomenal.
Oh, my gosh, so close.
And that is, man, really good kick. Again, barely missing that ball. If that would have been half-inch off the rail, he would have got it.
Mike laying down a firm break. Has a look at the 1.
Yeah, it's a good-looking break.
Yeah, it's a
How's he
little
looking here?
tough opening shot on the 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty steep cut to the side if you choose to go that way.
It's so hard to play safe off your opening shot when you can see the 1.
Yeah, I mean, I could play safe here. It's probably what I usually do, just shifting just a hair past the left.
Are you
of the
trying to
2-ball.
shoot the 1?
I'm just using the. Yeah, that angle was steep.
That was tough.
No gimme whatsoever.
Can't blame him for trying, but man, oh man. Susie over here with a tough bank shot on the 8-ball. Are you pushing through this, going to the rail and out?
Yeah, he's naturally heading towards the right, so that's the way I'm going to play it. Fortunately, he was looking to hit it just a touch harder.
Think he's holding up and trying to play the combo?
Nice and easy, just like that. Looking like a 3-9 to me. What do you think?
It's definitely there. He's left himself. He's going to split him. Oh, playing safe right behind the 9. Nice touch.
Oh, yes. What a beauty.
That's a great shot.
Super nice shot. That's pretty deep there.
Yeah, I don't think he can see any piece of the ball. He is looking at kicking around the 7.
So you're saying that he's going to go
Down
below
beneath.
the 7, above the side? And do you think he's going to try and counteract?
Saying that's, yeah, I mean, that's what he's looking at right now. I'd be looking at 2-rail in this. It's a funky line, that 3 ball.
So you don't want to spin, you don't want to accelerate it with inside, you want to stall it out with outside?
Well, he's going to try and wrap around the 7. Gets
Look
a
at that.
great hit.
Man, what a shot.
Huge. Couldn't have hit it more full.
Brent stepping up to the table, taking a little bit more time. I think just because that Susie was behind him.
Yeah.
But he's already got his plan. I like the way he plays.
Brad Hornshaw over here stepping up with 2 balls, ball in hand.
Little love bump off that 9 ball.
Little nudgel. All right.
Great shot. Giving himself a decent angle to get from the 7 to the 8.
What would JD say?
5%. Giving up that 5% if you're on the rail.
He's got just enough. He's going to try and cheat that pocket. Yep, roll down.
Great. So, Summer, are you going to hit this with the touch of outside and come back down to the bigger side of the table? Or are you going to play the 2 rails to the same position?
With this much of an angle that close to the rail, I really like just tapping this in with outside. Coming back up table. How about you?
That's the way I play it. But I guess I'll hold you to that next time we play scotch and you go inside on this and scratch in that lower left corner. Like, what happened to that touch outside?
I don't know if we should play scotch anymore. I think you're on for ready for another teammate.
I like learning from your mistakes.
Well, you've learned a lot. That's for sure. All right. And that was
Brent, correct?
Brent taking that one down.
That was Brent, correct? Yeah, because he got that ball really nice.
Yeah.
Yep, and Brent is with Lucky Shots, correct? Bringing it to 4-4. What happened on the other table on the left? Did you catch
Brad must have won. He was 2 games away or 2 balls away from that. So.
Are we gonna risk it, or are we just gonna?
Totally.
All right, so we're saying that.
Lucky strike is up 5-4. Lucky shot.
Because Brad Hornshaw got that.
Yep.
Got it. We have a little construction noise going on. The volunteer crew and Bad Boys is breaking down all of these Lippmann lights, getting all these tables moved out of here, getting the hundreds of chairs.
I don't know where they're taking them, but they can throw one in my car.
Yeah, just put it on top of the good old Honda Element.
That's right.
Summerfield driving a blue sandwich back to the...
All right, Brad Hornshaw over here. Looks like he got a good break. Ball spread all right. He's got a shot. On the other table here, we have Brent breaking against Susie.
Got it.
Brent smashing those balls, unfortunately making the white one as well. So Susie's going to be stepping up with ball in hand.
Brad's doing here before we switch over. All right, so switching back to Susie and Brent. You said Brent picking up ball, or Susie picking up ball in hand?
Yep.
See what you can do here. Taking a look at that 1. It's so enticing when the opening shot is really close to the pocket. But you have to keep in mind that she needs to get down for that 3 ball.
She going for the gap between the 7-9?
That's a tight gap. Just pushing through there.
Pushing through.
Nice, rewarded. Look at this. Leaving herself a pretty nice cut on that 3 ball. Able to travel.
She's laying up for the 4-7 combo. Susie likes to hit a more full stroke shot. She definitely doesn't ease balls in.
She hit that pretty nice. Look at this.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Perfect.
4 on the side.
Again, using a good rub to get back on that 4. That's a great shot.
All right, well, unfortunately, she's heading away from the 5 ball here. The 5 does cut, though, past that 7. So you think she's just going to run it down table? Oh,
that's a nice shot.
Gosh.
Perfect.
I wasn't even looking at it that way. I get so enticed by the easier shot.
Huh. Oh,
that
on the side?
I'm not even looking at the long line, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely thought she'd take that one.
That was great.
This is just up and down the center of the table.
She's really building some rhythm here in this rack.
Yeah,
Looking
leave herself
good.
perfectly for the side.
Playing really good speed, leaving herself strong lines. Giving us the overhead. She's walking around, kind of taking a look at it. One more time, just to take a look at what she's dealing with here. Getting back down on the shot.
Oh, man, making that ball.
Goodness. Nice.
That's a huge ball.
Shot.
I mean, right now she's got an easy once over for the 8 ball. Hopefully it's in a little right English there.
Yeah, I mean, the way she's hitting them, I don't even think she needs to open this up with too much right at all. I would just, if anything, a hair. The last thing I want to do is throw this out of the pocket. Great shot. Really building some momentum in this rack. This is huge. This will bring us to 5-5, correct?
Well, we're a pretty big transition away from that, but yeah.
Oh, she's got this all day long. She's just going to follow this 8 ball down. She's going to play that 9 up in the... Oh, my gosh. What a bummer. Dagger to my heart. Summer jinxing it.
Dude, I'm not jinxing nothing. It was a tough ball.
Yeah. Made it even tougher.
Susie versus Bren here. Coming back across the table. Probably wishes he got a little more speed than that.
Talk about a tough ball. Oh, he's getting down on it like it's no problem at all.
Oh my gosh. So close.
Oh, man, he hit that with confidence, too. That was a great attempt.
Well, for the amount of work that Susie did on that rack, she's pretty thrilled to be getting back to that 9 ball. Gosh, barely missing that 9. Brent barely missing that 8. All right.
That was
Susie taking that one down.
Susie over Brent for 5-5 for Get Lucky, correct?
Yes, 5-5.
Got it. We're really trying to stay on top of the score.
Gavin and Brad on that other
sorry
table.
about that.
And Mike and Eric. So we got Mike racking for Eric. Eric stepping up.
Gavin
and on this other table, Gavin looking good. Look at that.
Shooting this
nice
6
control
ball.
draw shot so well.
Amazing. Great look at the 9 ball. Gavin with the win over Brad. Get Lucky up to 6-5, correct?
Nice. Yes, indeed.
Great. Going back to table 9, Mike Eklund racking for
Eric
Rippentoe. What a match this is shaping out to be. Just stair-stepping back and forth, back and forth.
Totally.
So just in case you're tuning in, this is the last match of the 2019 Western BCA 9-ball Championships. In addition to it being the final match of this tournament, it is the highest purse available. So this is the gold division. It was a true double elimination format. Lucky Shots came in with the point, meaning they were undefeated in the tournament so far. Get Lucky has to beat them 2 sets. They did beat them the first set, bringing it to where we sit now. So this is the final.
The final
of the finals. We're sitting at 6-5 in favor of Get Lucky, which was the challenger coming in as the underdog as far as how they had performed in the tournament, win-loss so far.
$4,300 to the winner. That's awesome. And I mean, almost 3,000 in the other team. So this is the difference of about $300 a player.
Yeah, I mean, Eric looking to get from this 1-2, but there's nothing easy about it.
Trying to break it out.
I don't know. I think maybe was he looking at playing off the 2 into the 7 in the side?
That's a great shot.
It's not an easy line.
I think that's exactly what he's looking at. This good call. Oh, pretty shot.
Hits it perfect.
Man, oh man.
See if he can continue that same nice stroke to get from the 2 to the 3. What do you think? Are you rolling forward on this 2, or are you trying to just hit that little bit of a punch shot somewhere?
Yeah, I want to punch this. Yeah, I can't really tell the angle he's got, but it looks like he's got enough to slide down. I don't really want to leave my draw line into the side pocket for the 3 ball either.
So are you worried that if he's a little off angle, if he follows the 2 ball, that he's going to drift into the 3 and it's going to be too close proximity?
It looks like it.
So you're saying he's punching out.
Oh, just don't get beyond the 4.
Oh, nice. That worked out really well.
Totally. Perfect shot.
So now are we going to see a similar kind of just punching through the 3 ball to use that side rail and just rebound out to leave himself a better cut on the 4 ball up in that upper left-hand corner?
This is a shot that I'm actually working on developing more of a center ball system for, because you just don't need to do much with this. What you need to do is pocket the ball a little bit outside so that you don't have any movement, but I don't want to carry it forward. I don't want to bring it back. I want to get to that rail, and I want to pop back out. It looks like he wanted to hold it up.
Nice.
Gave himself a pretty good line.
Yeah. I mean, it's got that 5% that JD's always talking about being on the rail, but if you can get past that 5%, you have a great transition to the 5 ball.
Nice shot, Eric.
Hit it a little firm, but...
Oh, yep. Hold up, baby. He did end up underneath that ball.
In steps Lake McKay looking for some late action. He's like, I still see what? We have 27 tables.
And
he's looking for a set.
Unfortunately, it's Lingelbach, not Lingeredbach. I'm pretty sure he's on his way out the door. Lake looking around the room, but I don't think he's going to find the game he's looking for.
We might have to go to one of these local bars that has some diamonds.
There you go.
So I could lose my life savings.
What do you have left in the bank there?
I was planning on going to Asia in March, but then I met Lake. So instead, I'm going back to work.
Going back to work.
Looking at this nice 1 rail bank to the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's cutting that ball. Whoa.
I like that way better.
Dead-eye. Was a great cut. Man, unfortunately, he gives himself a tough shot here.
I don't think that 6 passes with a 9, do you?
No, I really don't.
What are we going to see here? Are we going to see a 6-9 combination?
Man, if he plays safe here, I will be very impressed. I think he's definitely going to try and fly that 9. And honestly, I think most 9-ball players would say that's the shot. Nicola offering Lake a game. All right. So that's right. Anybody out there that's looking for a game, come on down to Chinook Winds Casino and we can race these table techs to see how quickly we can play before they break these tables down. Huge shot here. 6-5. Eric to try and bring this thing back to even.
Meanwhile, on the other table, Gavin.
Plays safe.
Gavin putting himself in a great position to get this 9 ball.
Well, he did play safe. He overran it probably a little bit more than he wanted to, but still in a good position. Gavin taking the win.
Nice. So that is Get Lucky going up 7-5, correct?
Yep.
Going back to Mike Eklund, looking at this 6-9. You think he's going to play return safe here?
I do. Do you try to play off the bottom side of that 6 ball and separate with the 6 and 9?
That's the way I do it. So just thinning that 6 ball, using that momentum to shift me to the foot rail, and then hopefully just right up in line behind the 9 with some distance. Oh, he went the other way. I really like that way.
Push the 6 a little more?
Yeah. That was a much more controlled shot.
Yeah, I like that too.
I tend to play more. I tend to try and hide the cue ball more when I play safe as opposed to controlling the object ball. I wish I could learn to play the way he played it, but for some reason I'm just more comfortable moving the cue ball around.
Mm-hmm.
I think
could just have a better feel for the speed.
Yeah, I think that's something I really struggle with. I think I'd probably be better at safes like this, but I tend to play the thin hit and try to control the cue ball. Yeah, I mean, this is a tricky spot.
Are we seeing a jump cue out of him? Have we seen a jump cue?
Yeah, he jumps pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty close proximity jump, though.
Would you try and land on top of the 6?
I think you have to. I wouldn't kick. I would not jump this ball. I'd definitely be kicking.
Where are you kicking?
He was looking at the 2 railer. He's also looking at the foot rail. If you and he's looking at the side rail too. I think he's going to go to that opposite side though. I like trying to use the 9 ball. Kicking over there. I mean, if you catch the thin side, you can potentially use the 9 as a blocker. I think this has more payoff. It does have some risk too. Oh, hits it beautifully stale.
Gosh, kicks.
Makes it. No way. Wow.
No reward.
That is a really unfortunate turn of events right there.
What a kick. Well, let's hold off on adjusting the score. Ball in hand, but this is official.
Yep, big shot here.
Mike Eklund. Going up 8-5 for Get Lucky.
8-5, attempting this double dip. They're looking good. Man, oh man, 3 wins away.
So everyone has another try at it.
This is a 6-3 race. Well, what do you think? What was your highlight of the tournament?
For me or just in general?
For you.
Oh, I'd have to give it some thought, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Kevin would say, there go those tough questions. I don't know how I'd answer you there.
I think it might have been some of the action I was watching early this morning. I saw 2 players duking it out for hours upon hours and playing with some of the most heart that I've seen
That's so cool.
in a long time.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to throw in the towel. I watched 3 sets. And
They outlasted Joel, huh?
I said, I'll grab you guys another round of sodas, and I'm out. And then I woke up and checked in with them, and it seemed like they're going to play again. So
I was falling asleep in the green room last night, and I wasn't there nearly as late as you. I was definitely drifting off. If Luke Thomas tells me to go to bed, I'll take the advice.
well, it's a race to see who gets a rack done first.
And we got Suzanne breaking against Eric and Mike breaking against Brad. I think Mike might have run to the bathroom.
All right, well, we're sticking with Suzanne on table 9. Let's see if she has that nice controlled break that she had last time. She squatted that cue ball, and she made the wing ball, so we're looking at making the 8. Oh, it's a little high there. But
Hold up.
She's using that AccuRack, and that I feel that rack does react a little bit differently.
I think so, too.
I like how it gets very tight, but I feel like because of the way that it's cut, you can kind of adjust the balls by, you know, a 1/16 of an inch as far as where they sit in the rack, and that makes a big difference.
Certain that makes a difference. It's got a tough transition here. You want to come on the top side of that 3 ball to take the 3 in the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Oh, man, I don't have that stroke. I can't do that. I'll miss the 1
Where
ball.
are you going to play the 3?
I'll just miss the 1 ball every time I try and do that. I do. I just can't. I can't get over enough.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, she makes a good shot, but what does it get her? Do you like to play through the 3 ball to carry the cue ball behind the 6-7? Tries to play the combo and drills it and makes the cue ball and makes the 3 ball.
Oh, what a
huge turn of events.
What a yes.
Wow. So all of a sudden, ball in hand with 4 balls left on the table. Man, oh man.
Let's see what we're looking at here.
Pressure's on for Eric. 5 to 7 transition's the only one you really got to worry about.
I'm rolling 4 ball towards this lower side pocket, leaving myself an angle to make the 5 and come out just a little bit higher than where the 4 ball's at now. So about 2/3 table instead of center table.
Yeah.
I would have done that, but just maybe 3 inches difference.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what Kevin was talking about with my game, was playing that roll shot that you're having to really keep an eye on your momentum.
Yep.
Whereas if you could somehow take a stop shot right off the bat as opposed to a roll shot or a draw shot,
Yeah.
you have a lot better chances.
Oh, and Mike breaking and scratching over there, so Brad's going to come with ball in hand. Unfortunately, this line is just going right at the 9 ball unless he hits some English, and that doesn't do you much good. I mean, it leaves you contact with the ball.
I think we're going to see jacked up draw to avoid the scratch. He's going to play that 6 in this lower right-hand corner. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a ref called. I guess we could see.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's looking at playing safe.
Man, safe with 2 balls on the table. This is not easy.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, I mean, you only have one option. But I'm not sure what's a better option. We've seen him play late game safe in that last game, too.
Does he have enough of is a little enough edge of that 6 ball to be able to play down to the side rail and somehow get up behind the 9?
Can we go back to him, see what he's looking at?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Clip off it and come underneath the 9? I think so.
So just thinning off that 6 ball.
I mean,
Coming
honestly,
down here
uh-huh,
to the middle diamond-ish.
that's what he's looking at.
But man, that pushes that 6 out towards the open, more obtainable to the side, so.
And you can't overhit that shot. You can underhit it.
That line, it's a great line.
Oh, it totally was. Well, a huge opportunity here for Susie. They'd really need this game. Bring it back to 8-6. Just a stop shot and a cutaway.
Now Susie's gonna bring it to 9.
What's that?
Susie's gonna, if she gets this, she's gonna bring it to 9.
Oh, totally.
I think we all
Tickler.
all took a little jump there.
Yeah, we all know that feeling too. Seat of our pants. Brad looking good over here. He's 4 balls away.
Susie with
Drills it.
a huge win. Oh my gosh, MVP. 9-5 in favor of Get Lucky. Switching over to Brad Hornshaw. Looking at a 4 ball out with a really nice shot on the side here.
And Gavin's going to be racking for Eric.
So we're just looking at a little. Oh, man, I thought he'd follow through that for sure. Follow through that and then play the 6, 2 rails out towards the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm. Maybe got a little nervous there, just kind of tensed up.
He might have just preferred a draw shot over like a follow multi-rail. I mean, everyone has their own style of play. He must be seeing something because he had position to play that ball pretty much however he liked.
Yeah.
So
I kind of like just drawing off this ball, not even getting the side rail.
could see a little 3-rail shape here following through the 6.
For sure.
Oh no, just backs it up.
Yep, hard to not overroll that one. He just had to hit so hard to get to the rail from there drawing it.
So I'm going to stick with this game just for the time being because it's so deep in the rack and this is huge.
Totally.
Before I switch over to Eric, he's breaking currently.
And of course he snaps a 9. No way.
And he did.
He did.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It was
Almost scratched.
cue ball hanging on the edge of life there. Nice break for Eric. So Eric bringing it to 6-9, correct?
Yeah.
For lucky shots.
And Brad about to win this game. That's going to bring it to 7-9.
Now Brad just hung the 8 ball.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Sorry, I looked away.
Oh, it's okay.
Ooh.
So Brad hanging the 8 ball. Mike Eklund with a look at it. Man, this is a huge shot. Once again, we have a ball deep in the jaws. The 9 is pretty close to being on the foot spot. Is he going to go rail first with a ton of left English and swing that ball 3 rails out and end up where he's at right now with the cue ball?
That's exactly what he tried. Ooh, avoided the side.
I like that one.
Laying up.
I like that shot right there. I'm a little scared of playing it, scratching the side that way. So I tend to spin it more the other way I was talking about.
Yeah.
But if you can shoot that shot, this is where I want to be. Oh,
boom!
Great shot.
Drills it.
So that was Mike Eklund bringing it to 10-6.
Bringing it to the
Get
hill.
Lucky, correct?
Yeah.
So here we are on the hill, switching back to the other table view.
All right, Susie against Brad, and Mike racking for Brent.
That was the remains of the 9-ball break from Eric Ribbentoe. So.
Man, oh man.
Here we are, Get Lucky, sitting in a very strong position. They need 1, and Lucky Shots needs 5.
Man, that's a lot of pressure. Don't worry, it's only $1,300. No big deal.
Man. Are we going to see some restroom breaks here, or are they just going for it?
I think they're playing straight through. I know Get Lucky's ready to play through. They're like, let's do this thing.
Big shout out to everyone involved in this tournament. Everyone from Bad Boys to BCA volunteer staff to our referees, all our vendors, people here selling us food as far as concessions, filling our water jugs constantly, staff coming in at night, vacuuming, wiping down all these tables because all the sticky mess from everyone's sodas and beers. Big shout out to Kevin and Sherry Ross for making this happen as far as streaming capabilities.
Mike Littman for illuminating this room in the best way we've ever seen.
Oh my gosh,
These Littman lights are so sweet.
Staff at the Diamond Factory for making these tables.
For sure.
And it is such a pleasure to play on something that just plays so consistent.
Yeah, it really has changed the sport, for sure.
People in China making these Cyclop balls. I mean, these balls are rolling good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good product. Does he have enough to cut this 2-ball?
We're about to find out.
Nope. Playing safe. It's a beautiful shot.
Can't forget the factory workers at the Iwan Simonis factory making this this Simonis 860 HR that we're playing on.
Yeah. Well, and Brad leaving Susie in a tough spot here. Brad and Susie have a little bit of history with the 3 foul, so we're not sure if he's just playing an isolated safety because he couldn't see that 2-ball. Cheers.
1 rail kick here. Oh, just shy.
She's been so close on all those kicks right there, just barely missing.
Well, unfortunately, this 3 is a little tight behind the 4. I think it's completely doable, but
Have to do that. Man. What a sweetheart. Lake McKay, man. Another one of those Canadian players has just been so much fun to play with throughout the weekend.
buying us a little buffet there with my own money. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Summerfield doesn't get one because he didn't buy in twice.
That's fair. No, you should take it.
Shut.
I'm into it. It's a big one.
I think he needs to check the price of the buffet, though. I believe it's 30 today.
It's a little higher.
Yeah, we'll just go halfsies.
Are we hitting buffet? I'm not going to make my show tonight. Can I make it to Eugene in 45 minutes?
I didn't know you were performing.
No, not tonight. We'll just be observing.
It is burlesque, correct?
Burlesque tonight.
What's your stage name?
You're just going to have to show up and find out. It's more creative than Summerfield. It's not Secret Field. It's not Secret.
Slippery Field? Silvery Field.
I didn't think he'd left it for himself, but he can totally throw this 3-ball in. No, playing safe.
Look at that control.
Oh, cut the wrong side of that 9-ball. Leaving Susie an opportunity here. That's a heck of a back cut, though.
Yeah.
See if she takes a page out of the safe book.
That pink shaft is wild. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before.
I definitely haven't.
It almost matches her hair.
Oh,
Cool.
look at
this
that back
shot.
bank. Oh my Drills it with perfect shape on the 4.
I don't think you could have hit that ball better.
That was so pretty.
Amazing shot there.
Meanwhile, Mike about to take a 4-9 combo over here. Drills it. Huge.
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
That's totally it.
So
Oh my gosh.
on the other stream, we had Mike Eklund
Wow.
making a 4-9 combination for
Huge
the
win to
set.
come back.
So
Man, oh man. Big win for these guys.
we saw it happen this time. The win. 11-6 in favor of Get Lucky. They came back and double-dipped Lucky shots. What a fantastic final. I'd really like to take the time to thank everyone involved in this tournament, just in case we didn't give you a shout-out. It was a pleasure. I've been here since Friday night,
And it totally doesn't show.
I love it. It's the best vacation I can take.
Yeah,
Summerfield,
me too.
anything to add?
I had a great tournament. Thanks so much, Joel. Yeah, big thank you to Chinook Winds Casino and Resort. Huge thanks to Littman Lights, Railbirds TV, Western BCA. Big thanks to Kevin and Sherry Ross at Railbirds. And we will see you guys in the spring.